Bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for? What a reversal.
I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. I think that in the future, superstars are going to talk about Triple H the way superstars from Triple H's generation talk about Ric Flair.
The idea that Triple H might potentially become a role model to the next generation turns my stomach, King.
There's the reversal. You know, JR, I rack my brains trying to think of a single flaw.
Looks like it's time to add another superstar to the match.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy. When I look at Triple H, all I see is lost opportunities. He's so talented and so intelligent. Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. We've got a fresh superstar entering the match. That's a huge advantage.
I don't know how much more punishment a human body can withstand.
Or that part of it, anyway.
One.
And now a pin. This
Two.
could be it.
3.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money. Here comes another superstar. Business is about to pick up.
The Undertaker's been in WWE for 13 years now, JR, and I think it's really starting to show here tonight.
I don't know what match you're watching, King, but the dead man looks as good. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We could see a tap out right here, JR. Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight.
The targeted attacks we've been seeing have taken their toll.
He's about one submission hold away from tapping out. Time for another superstar to join the match. Oh, man. I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted.
There's the pin. I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn sure.
Watch out! He reversed it! There he goes! Up the turnbuckle! This could be really good or really bad.
He's got got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might... Uh-oh. It looks like he's looking to wrap this one up.
My God, what a power bomb. He might have broken his opponent in half.
That submission is locked in, JR. And this is a tough hold to break.
He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR. You can't go long without tapping out to this.
He's going up. This could backfire.
Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one. My God, would you look at the power of this superstar?
Here we go. Tombstone pile driver.
This could be a pinfall. He's not going to get the 3 count without doing some more damage first. You're not going to get him with that one. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
What a counter!
His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's going to have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
And it's been reversed. Oh, for the love of... Talk about having no respect for your opponent.
Well, if you've got a problem with it, maybe you should do something about it, JR. It looks like his opponent's going for the submission here, JR.
You'd be a fool not to take advantage of those injuries. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
3.
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. He's a slippery devil.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here. Here's the cover, JR.
2.
He was a split second away from a 3 count.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, Jay. He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
I love watching Kurt Angle in the ring. I hope he breaks someone's ankle tonight.
Why would you say something like that, King? Since when is seriously in...
Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
Be that as it may, this isn't the sort of thing that wins matches, King.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple. His opponent has focused on that area all match.
Yeah, and now it's paying off.
He countered that and made it look easy.
Uh-oh. Looks like he wants to end this right here.
There it is, the Batista bomb. That's just raw animal power right there.
No trouble kicking out of that one. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And that went nowhere.
There he goes, JR. He's been busted open. Look at all of that blood.
Would you at least try and not sound so gleeful, King? This is serious.
You're darn right it's serious, JR. It's deadly serious. All's fair in love and war, and this is definitely a war.
He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU.
Excellent counter. What ring presence. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster.
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
He's going up, JR. This could be big. I'm so disgusted.
These fans love confidence in their superstar, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match. He countered that one perfectly.
JBL's a financial wizard and a huge success in business. But what he strikes me as the kind of man who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing.
What are you talking about, JR? JBL's a genius when it comes to money.
I know that, King, but I think he's...
Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
And there's the cover. This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. I know you're not a fan of everybody in this match, JR, but you've got to respect their dedication to this business.
Oh, absolutely, King. I don't have to like everyone on the roster to acknowledge that they've all worked long and hard to master their craft.
I can't believe he countered that one. He's going for the pin.
2.
I don't know why he thought he was going to get the pin there. He's going up, but what's he going to do when he gets there? We can see a finishing move right here. Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. Look at that! He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
The referee had better get in there and take a look at that. We may need to stop this match.
Stop the match? Are you crazy, JR? It's just getting interesting. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe. Did you see that, JR? He just completely faked out his opponent. He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
2, 3.
Oh, boy. I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that... There's only a few things you have to avoid doing in a match, and having your shoulders touch the mat for 3 seconds
Here's
is
your
one of them.
winner,
And you know better than
The
anyone how difficult that
Undertaker.
can be, King.
Absolutely, JR. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you just can't kick out.